Citalfort.
All right, welcome back everybody. Johnny LaCorey, David Toast, rowing his boat here at Citalfort CrossFit Gym. Today we will be going over some rowing technique. So why is the row so important? Well, we like the row here because we can do many things with it. We can get a great cardio workout, so something that's maybe a bit long distance or longer duration, or we can do shorter distance and increase our power output. So it's great. We're going to get a whole body workout going in there because we have the legs and the upper body incorporated for the row. Okay, so we first noticed here, Dave has his feet into the straps, and the strap is placed just behind the balls of his feet, so about a ½ inch to an inch behind it, depending on the size of your foot. Once he's set up, he's going to reach for the handles. Going to get the rower started just a little bit. Now we want long strides, so we don't want him to cut the range of motion. We want, that's not going to work at all. The longer the stride, the more power we can get. So Dave's going to try to reach as far as he can each time. And the movement is predominantly a lower body movement. So most of the power is coming from the legs. Despite the upper body movement, most of the power is generated from the legs. Now we see as he comes forward that his heels will leave the platform. That's what we want. As they make contact, he's driving through the heels. So he's really engaging his quads and his glutes to extend the hip, extend the knee, and once the lower body is in complete extension, then and only then do we pull with the arms. So we'll see that'll happen right around here. He's not pulling with the arms at the beginning, so give us a couple of bad strokes. See, if he's pulling with the arms too quickly, we're losing out on the leg power. Why? Because his legs will always be stronger than his biceps. That's a guarantee. So, as evident here. So we don't want him to get injured by generating a lot of force with the lower body and having his bicep in an awkward position so that something might get torn. Now, if we're looking at his elbow position, we'll notice that the elbows are tucked in tight to the body, which means that he's not flaring them out this way, they're down here. That's not proper rowing technique. We'll also notice that as he's pulling, he doesn't lean back. He ends in nice sitting position, back is nice and flat. Slight lean back, but not more than this. If we look at his wrist position, his wrists are always straight. So we don't want you using your forearms. Again, your small forearm muscles cannot compare to the power we can generate with the big leg muscles, so the big lower body, or what you can generate with the lats, which are all the big muscles of your back. So wrist position is always nice and straight. And another mistake people do is they tend to go forward really quick after they're done. This is a waste of energy. The reason is we're not getting any more distance on this being our recovery phase. So we don't want to go too slow, but it's meant to be a recovery phase. We need all of our energy exerted from this point to here. Okay, so from A to B, not necessarily from B to A. So why do we like to use the row? Well, it's great for a warm-up. At the same time, it's an excellent substitute for any running. So if you have any joint pain, we could always take the row here and use this instead of running. So any knee pain that you might incur, any hip pain, it's a fantastic alternative. Now, the only thing that we have to make sure of as Dave is pulling is that his abs are engaged. So what does that mean? As he's over here in his start position, we don't want him hunched over completely and have a rounded back. We're not going to generate any power, and at the same time, our lats, which are our back muscles, can't pull to finish off the movement like we want. So his abs are still tight, he's leaning slightly forward, but his back is still flat. So that's what's going to keep our core engaged. And when he's done at the end, you notice that he's not overarching either. So as soon as he pulls back into his start position here, nice good stroke, you'll notice that his back is still flat. And as soon as he finishes the pull, we go in the reverse order. So the arms straighten up, then the legs, and then he does the opposite. So legs and then arms and then legs on the way back. Excellent work. That's our rowing technique, guys. There's a lot more coming, so stay tuned. Sign up to our YouTube channel.
Citalfort.